Oh wow, I'm a minute early? I'm gonna get the game going in just a moment. I'm still getting settled in my gamer throne. I'll get that bug to you. Good boy. There's what I want. There's also been a new wave of baby moths in the house because we have an infestation. So if you hear clapping in the middle of my stream or frustrated grunting, it is me trying to kill things. You get it? Good boy. Why don't you come over here and get some scratchies? I'm so proud of you. Thank you for getting those moths. Thank you. You looking for more? Me too, dude. Keep your eyes peeled. Alright. So we're doing Pathologic today. We're going to continue from where we left off on day 3. I haven't updated my online notes yet, because I wasn't a human being until today, after I had some caffeine in me. But I do have my written down notes. Alright. I'm gonna get a pen ready this time so that I don't have to write in my nice sparkly pens. As fun as that was, I used up so much ink, and that stresses me out because I like to save those for art projects. Okay, that looks like it has extra paper. We're probably going to need a new page because we're going to get overwhelmed with information again. I hope you can actually hear me. I haven't actually checked that the mic is active. It looks like it is. Okay. Come on, Spooky. That would have been really sad if I had gone through that whole, like, rambling introduction only to be muted. So where we last left off, oops, I dropped a completely different, my Sims notes in my lap. We last left off, we talked to Alex for permission. We talked to Alex Sabrov for permission to dissect bodies, and he basically told us hell no. But also we can talk to sorry, I had to pick the cat up. Good boy. We can talk to less desirable. Why is it glitching like that? What was happening? Well, it's not doing it now. Maybe I had my notes settled somewhere that they shouldn't have been. Maybe there was weight on a key or something. Sorry, I just saw that my mic was turning, like, red for a second. I don't know what that means. Or rather, the bar indicating the mic activity was turning red. Anyway, talk to Alex. Alex said, don't dissect bodies. You'll be in a world of hurt because the patrolman will get mad at you. But you can talk to less desirable people for help dissecting bodies, so that's what I did. We talked to Big Vlad, we talked to Aspity. We haven't talked to Bad Grief. That was someone Big Vlad suggested. But I think working with Bad Grief is going to cost us. I don't know what it'll cost, but I just imagine that he's not going to give us stuff for free. I'm getting the game started. Give me just a moment. Excuse me. We also talked to Georgie, and I had tested out, because there were multiple options. We could have... Oh, did I mention that we found out where Simon's body is? That supposedly Ruben has it in a cellar somewhere. I'm not sure I believe him, but supposedly he does. That's what he told me. He has the body somewhere. But anyway, we had the option of telling Simon that Ruben has the body. And I tested that option out just to see what would happen. I didn't stick with it. I reloaded the save after, but it was kind of interesting to see. And what else did we do? I think that's all the important stuff. Oh, we got punched in the cemetery too. Just instant punch. Oh, I forgot to tell editor and boyfriend that I'm streaming. Hang on 1 second. Okay. We got punched in the cemetery because I was trying to get the sample that I needed from one of the bodies that the patrolman ran off with, and I did not pick the good options, and so the patrolman decided to knock my teeth out, and I quit right after that. I wouldn't call it a rage quit. I wasn't exactly raging. But I was done. I was just done. I played the game for 32 hours and I still haven't come close to beating it. Play this game in real time. Each day actually does take 24 hours when you're taking notes. Maybe we'll get through day 3 by January.
Allow me to remind you that an epidemic of
You don't need to remind me about the epidemic. I know what's going on. Please let me know if the game audio is good, if my mic audio is good, or if it's all bad. Right, so where we last left off in-game was way over here because I wanted to see if we could find all of the guys, all of the butchers. Why is my brightness so low? Because these butchers, these rippers, butchers, what other things are they called? They're called all kinds of funny things in this game. They're supposed to be collecting samples for us because if we get caught doing it, the patrolmen get very upsetty. Oh boy. I feel bad for not helping these people. I almost want to cheat in, like, a bunch of medicine and just help everybody that I find. But as far as I know, like, that's just gonna boost my reputation, right? It doesn't actually, like... there's always going to be NPCs on the ground dying in agony. Oh, I wish I hadn't come this way. You know what, let's reload again. So I'm not stuck on these stupid rocks for 20 minutes. Eh? What was that? Do you want to say that again into the microphone? Nah, you were quieter that time. They can't hear you. I shouldn't be looting things. We have people to find before they get killed off by patrolmen who are too superstitious. I'm less scared of these guys now. Like, I dodged around them pretty well last time. They're not that fast. Also, I'm a bit caffeinated, and that basically cured my mental illness today, so I don't get spooked anymore. Alright, I know I need to talk to you. I can't loot this guy. Where to? To the cemetery. Oh, isn't the body returned to the family? Ain't got no family. I see. So we need to head to the cemetery to find the sample. Potentially. There's still 2 other butchers somewhere. Oh, my ear is so itchy. Ah. Okay. I just did something to my headphones and I don't know what, but it booped at me. But I really just had to, like, take care of that right away. I don't know if I had a hair in there or what, but that was... Oh, that is... Is that the mold? Like, am I looking at it up close? Oh, it's, like, in thick clots. I never, like, paid much attention to it. Oh, there's a moth flying above my head. I have to keep my hands on the steering wheel, though. Okay, didn't we find a butcher around here before? Oh, why are you dying all the way out here, lady? You're never gonna get help out here. I'm only coming out here to find a butcher. Oh, is there more? Jeez. I'm sorry, dude. I have to keep one hand on the steering wheel and the other on the mouse. I'll try to give you scratchies intermittently. If anyone has tips on where to find the butchers, feel free to- oh, good. Oh, good. Just walk right into that cloud. Oh, man. Oh, jeez. It's a bit harder to dodge them when the streets are like this. Oh, he's coming to my rescue! Good for you! Punch those poor sick people! Have we talked to this guy before? The evildoers are dead. Who were they? Butchers. Why did you kill them? Abominable sacrilege. Aren't butchers allowed to dissect oh, moth. Where did it go? Did you see it? There it is. Hang on. It's not quite dead. It went right under the bed too. for abominable sacrilege. Aren't butchers allowed to dissect bodies? Bull carcasses, yes. That's kinda self-explanatory, no, good sir? Since when are they allowed to cut people's bodies for entertainment, though? Or do they know the lines? Whose entertainment? Their own? It gets worse. The beast carved him up and wrapped him up, prepared him for something. Been waiting for the Ripper. He's still at large. Is him that killed old Barack. Ain't gone nowhere. Ain't fooling anyone. It was for him the butcher did it. No question about it. What in the world makes you think so? He was waiting for him, so he was. Anyway, it's all pointing towards it. Good thing we were there to dissuade him. But in a different neighborhood, another butcher like that slipped away. I think we've read this text before. Where's the body? Body was given to the family. They'll bury it. Alright. That's the hour over, I think. I can't remember what time we started, but I think it was like, because there's like a time limit, right? She says you have an hour to find them, or to meet with them in an hour. I don't know where to meet with them, though. It seems like them standing around waiting for me near the areas where the patrolmen are is just not well thought out. Haven't we been here? I went in a circle. Yeah, punch those sick people. Get him. You feel big? I know, like, before I was running to the guards for protection from the sick people, but now I just don't really care now that I know that I can just walk around them. Like, this is just awful that they're going around, like... I mean, I understand why they're doing it. They don't want it to spread, but, like, they're not really keeping them in, are they? Maybe I'm just not understanding where the quarantine area begins and ends. I don't think we're gonna find that third butcher. I can't tell where I've searched already and where I haven't. At this point, I'm just looking for someone who's standing and isn't wearing an outfit like that. I'm gonna pop in here and reset some of these shambling people. Maybe we can talk to this Tomatin dude while he's in here.
That's it. There's nothing left here. Run. Run!
Hats off to the fine guest. Do get intoxicated with us, you prisoner of science. Oh, we can talk to him about prophecies. Maybe this will lead us to being able to help Peter in some way. Do you believe in prophecies, Andres Tomatin? Depends. I agree, this may seem inconsistent with materialism. On the other hand, when your own experience convinces you to their effectiveness, you have to take them into account. Have you been foretold something? Well, the day before yesterday, Katerina foretold my untimely death. Katerina is not talentless. That means you will die sooner or later. Nothing to be done about it. Uh-huh. I'm not really taking her seriously. But you should have, Bachelor Zinkovsky. Katerina pales in comparison with the mistresses of old, there's no denying that. But the gift is in her blood. Do beware. Had Katerina foretold me that I was about to die unless I abandoned Twiring, I'd be off the bottle immediately. I can foretell you that without any blood gifts. Alright. Alright. Alright, let's get out of here. Maybe I should have talked about Maria to him too. That could have done something. I don't know. I get the feeling that we're gonna be led back to Andre and Peter, story-wise, at some point. If that makes sense. Like, I feel like we're not quite there, but something's gonna come up and we're gonna have to talk to them. And about more than just other characters in Prophecy. So the cemetery, we're gonna come down here. Once we see the boiler room and the factories and stuff, we're going to go through these houses, between these houses, and to the train tracks. I feel bad about that third butcher. Like, I don't know if that would make or break the quest, you know, finding him. But I just felt like I probably was just going in circles, but it's really easy, like, the houses look so similar, and there's not really a lot of identifying, like, even on the shops, you have, like, what, 3 or 4 different icons? The heart, the clothing shop, the ram's head. I think there's one for medicine, too. Okay, so last time I got punched talking to these people, so we're gonna be careful. You know what we learned last time? Is these aren't Olgimski's men. So we're going to try and negotiate knowing that. Anything I can help you with, good sir? Was this body brought from the infected district? Yes. We're preparing it for the burial. What's in it for you? Oh no, wait. They're not working for Saburov. These are volunteers. That's what they told us last time, remember? So, what if I start going off about my mandate to these people, they're gonna start throwing their fists. If I say I need it for my work, they're probably gonna start throwing fists too. Ain't that right? So I told them that I need it for my work, and he's saying, ain't that right? Well, doctor's work is vital work, alright. It's not like you're body snatching for fun, right? You're working in the interests of the public. Absolutely. 10,000 money, and it's yours. All cheated in, I guess. There's gotta be a way story-wise for me to collect some money, right? Are you out of your minds? I'm not gonna offer twice. You will give it to me, since that is my order, by the name of Governor Saburov. Now he's gonna punch us. Governor Saburov? Governor Saburov is not my commanding officer. I'm a volunteer. Do you get that, doctor? Or do I need to spell it out for you? Okay, so last time we went, can we strike a bargain? And he threw his fist. This time, I can tell him to shut the fuck up and know his place. And he's gonna throw his fist. Oh, did we die? Whoa! Did they arrest us? I didn't know that was gonna happen. My mind has been blown. Sorry, I had to get a moth. Oh, I just dropped it directly in your fur. I'm so sorry, dude. Sorry. I didn't mean to. Alright. So we were arrested. Let's take it up with this guy.
What has this town turned into? Truly a country of contradictions.
Keep your voice down, and listen carefully. I've told those people that you're not the person who ordered the butchers to cut corpses. I guess I appreciate that. I don't want to get punched anymore. I had to concede that there's an unknown Ripper on the loose. Twice a criminal. For daring to raise his knife against the inviolability of a body, and for defiling the sacred peace of the dead. I told them you weren't the real Ripper, and we've started a manhunt for the real one. It can't be helped. At least it puts them on a false trail. These patrolmen were keeping watch at the cemetery. Right now, there is no one there. I will task them with blockading an infected district. And I will dispatch the next shift of guards to the cemetery. Oh. And I will dispatch the next shift of guards to the cemetery in 10 minutes. Do you hear? 10 minutes after you leave. You have a 10-minute head start to do what you need to do. The patrolmen are going to be blockading the infected districts anyway. So this was going to happen regardless of my actions. Let's take some notes. Sorry, dude. I have to adjust. I'll try not to poke you with the clipboard. I'm poking you with the clipboard. Hang on, I'll fix it. How's that? Okay, so this is stream 3 for November. I don't know what we're on total. I think I need to adjust the playlist because I think they're missing some stuff. So we're talking to Alex Separov, presumably after being arrested or knocked out. I'll just put after being punched by guards. I really thought they were just gonna kill me. But I guess this does make sense, doesn't it? Because both options lead to them getting really mad. So he told the people that I'm not the Ripper. I'm not ordering the butchers around. And he sent them on a wild goose chase for the real one, basically. Maybe I should also check that house with the butchers. Maybe I could... I don't know. I just wonder if there was a way this could have been avoided. Oh, right. And this text. We have 10 minutes in the cemetery. Okay. Thank you, Governor. I understand and appreciate that what this act has cost you. Can I talk to him about anything else?
Is there really no way to cure the disease?
Okay. Let's get out of here. We need to run. We need to speed run. Quickly, to the cemetery. How do we get to the cemetery from here? To the factory, to the train tracks, to the cemetery. We got this. I am going the right way, right? Yes. Okay. Is it just me, or is it like getting further and further out? Like I've seen those wandering, shambling people heading further and further out of the quarantined area. And it seemed like there were less patrolmen also. I know my exhaustion is starting to run kinda high, so I'll get that adjusted with cheats in a little bit here. What would happen if I did have 10,000 money on me? Would I be able to buy the body? Or would he just punch me for trying to buy the body? This is the only thing we can jump over in this game, is these headstones. Alright. Did we get... is that the sample? Corpse blood. Okay. That's what we needed, right? Should we pop in and check on Grace? Bet she's gonna be mad at me.
What?
Don't you dare touch the dead. Leave now. What would I want with your dead? I mean, we just took blood. They said a scary doctor will be making the rounds today, turning the dead inside out, even though he has no right to. It sounded like you. This is the only way to fight the disease. So go fight it. Distribute those drops, pills, or powders. They work, I know that for sure. I have a powder myself. It made me better when I got sick 5 years ago. Can you please tell me more about that? I was helping my father. He was burying those who had died from the disease, and I was sprinkling the graves with twirine. I got sick. A girl named Murky brought me 3 powders. I ate one and got better. I gave another to my father, and he survived too. And I still have the 3rd one. I'm not gonna take it from her. She needs it if she gets sick. And don't I have my own sample of Schmauder? Oh boy. You hang on to that, Grace. Take it if you feel sick. Oh, that was good for my reputation. That's pretty cool, though. Okay. I'm gonna write down that we talked to Grace. Oh, and we got the corpse blood. Okay. Alright, time to continue being an apparently scary doctor. We got our sample, we can run back to Ruben. That is what we need to do now, right? I got the dissected body. I got the corpse blood from it. Why isn't that updated? Oh well. I think it'll actually be faster to get to Ruben's prosectorium by taking the train tracks. I forgot to cheat at my exhaustion. Oh well, it's fine. The sense of urgency in this game is getting to me. Like I've skipped around so many options of having characters talk about each other. Right? I know we went through it when I originally played Day 3. Like, I remember talking to Clara and Katerina and stuff like that. And I'm pretty sure we talked to the Stomatin brothers about everything we could. But, it feels weird to be skipping it now. I hope now that none of it is something that I need. None of it is relevance to the rest of the game. Can we... I think this will get into where I need to go, right? Or did I hop down too soon? I hopped down too soon. Back up the hill. I wonder when we're going to be allowed in the termitary. Like, I'm so curious. I think we can go around this way as long as it's not fenced in. Excuse me. Guess who's got blood? Check this shit out. Finally! The operation's been a success, I hope. That depends on the result. The microscope is at your service, colleague. May you be the first to make the discovery. Much obliged. I finally get to play with the microscope, guys! This is exciting. Can I do anything, or is it all automatic? What if I... Oh. I don't know how to use it. I'm zooming. Whenever I move, I can't use it anymore. Tell me how to use the microscope. So, what did you see there? Everything's dead. The dead tissue would not allow the microbial culture to survive. We might have tried to force the bacteria to reproduce. The problem is, there are no bacteria left. The culture has perished. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm flipping my notes sheet around. We have new information. I still think it's cool that we got to use the microscope. I'm writing that down. It's important to me. So, sample. Everything is dead. Alright. So the culture has perished. This is bad. Well... the sand pest doesn't linger in dead bodies. I mean, it's... Okay. I mean, it is important that we've discovered this information. Quite the opposite, colleague. This is outstanding. What we've just discovered allows us to suggest that the sand pest does not linger in dead bodies. As soon as it kills an infected person, it leaves. It needs warm blood, rich in oxygen to survive. So everyone with the sand pest, we just kill. And then there won't be any more plague. How do you think the bacterium kills, Bachelor? It causes a massive contamination of the blood. In doing so, it overloads the cardiac muscle. In all likelihood, the infected suffer a stroke. That's something we didn't know before. So, in order to acquire the potent, living microbial culture, we will have to get our hands on a still beating heart? This is borderline absurd. We can start researching a vaccine, though. Don't you have a, unique source? I do. In any case, our work must no longer be delayed. Not after the new hope today has brought. What does this mean? Firstly, it suggests that something as simple as house walls might provide a certain level of protection. Secondly, the killer's life cycle is very short. Therefore, there is a natural restriction on how fast the disease can spread. As soon as the infection kills whoever carries it, it dies. This means the disease can be fought. Hang on, there's a moth. I'm so sorry, I know this is dramatic, but like, I have to kill these things. I do not want any more moths in my room. I had a nice piece of cake earlier that I hadn't quite finished, and I was just going to eat the rest of it, and the moth went into the caramel icing and died there. It was like, what am I supposed to do with this? I'm not eating caramel moth. It was such a waste. I think moth is probably the worst topping I've ever had in my food. This means the disease can be fought. Yes, there is hope. Although the enemy is invisible and ubiquitous, it is far from invulnerable. We have found at least one weakness. This is great! Let's just kill everybody. Everyone stop quarantining. The train's gonna be here in 5 days. I want everyone who's sick to go stand in front of it. Okay. So, the disease dies with the host is what we've got. In the simplest terms, the sand pest dies when the host dies. Alright. This is fantastic news. We did great, guys. Everybody high five. Do you have anything else to say?
It can be around.
We don't have much time. Yeah, you're right. We don't have much time. I'm gonna high five myself. I'm gonna high five Spooky. I'm gonna poke one of your paws. Poke. That was a kitty cat high five just for you. Alright, I'm also gonna pick you up a little bit because my legs are falling asleep. So we basically beat the game, guys. This was Pathologic. I hope you had fun. Let's see. What do I have here? Shall we just read through this whole thing? I haven't really read this part out loud. Actually, I probably read the start of this when we restarted day 3, but I'll just read the whole thing again. It's good to have a recap. If I am to eradicate the enemy, I must study its habits and capture it. This will be no mean feat. As is customary, we will need to perform an autopsy on someone who has already succumbed to the sand plague in order to procure a specimen of infected tissue. First and foremost, I need to secure Sabarov's consent, which we tried to get, lest any of the usual complications linked to working with the dead bodies should arise. If I can reach an agreement with the concealers, then the runaway butchers might help provide dead bodies for my autopsies. I have heard a rumor of a house here somewhere on Earth where the criminal workers of the abattoir go into hiding. They have no great regard for human life, it seems. 3 lives were given in exchange for Olgimski's promise to cease the persecution of the runaway tradesmen. Olgimski has also become strangely pliable. Apparently he is mostly troubled by the termitary. It has become a kind of Achilles heel to him. It is interesting to note that he asked me to solicit for young Barak as he stands accused before the Canes. Could it be that something is wrong here? The Skinner's district is contaminated. I hope that one of 3 butchers that Aspity dispatched there is able to return with a suitable specimen. There is no time to procrastinate. The body that the butcher had cut open was taken to the cemetery. The dissected body is still at the cemetery. It's not anymore. I think it's probably been burned by this point. I need to get to it before the new detachment of patrolmen arrives. We did that. We did all this. This is done. This is done so. We beat today's quest. We have like 4 hours left before the new day starts. The tissue extracted from the corpse did not contain the microbe. It perished together with the host. I have come to the conclusion that it may be possible to curb any spreading of the disease. Full isolation will be essential. Mere walls, perhaps, may offer some kind of protection. Glass walls, in particular. Our other tasks? I guess we can investigate the house that Vlad pointed out to us. But I mean, I also want to make sure I've got the right cheat code for getting my exhaustion back up. I know I've cheated enough in this that I should have it memorized, but I don't, so just sit tight a moment, please. Muan is right. Mission success. We did it. We beat the game. Pathologic. I apparently closed out of the window that had the cheats before. Cheats. Cheats. There we go. I can't. There we go. Console commands. Why is fandom like this now? Like, I don't really want to watch an ad. I don't want this to jump all over the place when I swipe. I would like to just be able to look for... Maybe I'll just copy this down and put it in a notes sheet. Please don't bite my hands. I have to hold this here just for a little bit. No, actually, I really hate fandom wiki spaces, whatever it's called. The thing that I'm looking at right now, I despise it. I know it's not the people behind, like, the people that make up the wiki that provide the information for these things, like the people that are making the notes for Pathologic right now, as we speak, and contributing to this wiki are not the problem, but the actual, like, people who are developing the wiki spaces themselves and making these annoying ads all over the place and making it impossible to scroll. Fandom is responsible for this, and it grinds my gears. Where is... Okay, this is impossible. I'm gonna need to just Alt-Tab. It's not working on my phone at all. Let's put up my intermission screen for the time being. Sorry about the interruption. So ridiculously cranky when things don't work. Okay, there it is. We need Prop L 6986. Tiredness 0. Fantastic. We're no longer exhausted. We can enjoy our remaining, like, 4 hours of the day. Where do we want to go? Oh, right. The house with the butchers, right? How do we save Peter, though? Hang on. Oh, I still have the intermission screen up too, don't I? Don't worry, I didn't do anything. I just stepped out of the house after I cheated. Let's see. I want to look at the spoiler-free guide. I don't want to lose this to Mottons. If I can help it. You want walkthroughs? 2019. Enemy unseen. Talk to Aspity. We did all that. Ah! I guess that's it. How do we save the brothers, though? Okay. Well, maybe the brothers can just die. Maybe they're just meant to. I tried my best. I talked to them and saw that there were so many options that I played through before, and I ignored them, so that's me trying my best. Listen, everybody knows I'm antisocial in real life. I can be antisocial in my video games too. What are we doing? Right! We're going to the house with the bodies. It says to go in well armed. But I only have 2, so we'll just see how this goes. I don't know where the entrance is, so we might have to go around. It's still kind of light out. Where are we? We need to go further. Is this all fenced in? I'm gonna lose my mind. Can we at least jump on this thing? Please. Please. I'm losing it, guys. I just want to jump the fence. I should just save. I should make a mod that saves every time I look at the map. So that if I end up with a problem like this, I can, like, rewind 5 minutes. I'm gonna be honest, I do get a little bit spooked when I have to go into houses. Should we go see if the theater's actually gonna work for us since it's late? This isn't the theater. I just saw the posters up there and I was like, oh yeah, the theater. This is not the theater. That was a jail! Where are we? Town Hall. Okay, we need to go up this street and to the right. So I don't think we have ammo for this, right? Like I don't know that we have enough. I can cheat it in to be well armed, which is, you know, it's fine. Don't meow at me. My legs are falling asleep. You can't sit up here all night. You have so many other places to sit. You have your cat tree, you have your bed, you have your drawer. You can sit on the floor. You can sit on a bookcase shelf. You can sit on your other bed. I appreciate that you want to spend time with me, but you don't need to be up here all the time. If you sit on your cat tree, you're basically sitting right next to me. Like, this is level with my lap. You have to think about it. How about I open the drawer? You can pull it the rest of the way open if you want to go in there. And if you don't, then you can sit somewhere else. Alright. Let's save. Oh, I was gonna check my ammo. We have 6 bullets, which is... Oh, I hate the noise. It's like directly above us. I remember they're upstairs. I don't want to go up. If I attack them and leave, the whole house is gonna reset, isn't it? Alright, we're gonna crouch. That's shift. That's good. We're crouching. I'm so scared. I hate this. And caffeine cured my mental illness earlier, and I wasn't spooked anymore. But now it seems to be doing the opposite, and I'm very spooked. Hello? Should I fire off a warning shot? What happens there? There should be 2. Sorry. Okay. It was them or me. I think. They didn't attack, but... Oh, buddy, you're having a rough day. He went through the wall. Let's put the gun away. Let's see how our quest updated. With the body of the immortal. The body has been found. Is it Simon? It's not, but let's go report to Georgie for our bonus monies. I think we're gonna miss out on talking to Capella because it's already so late. But I think it's okay because maybe the Bachelor doesn't understand just how important schmouters are, but I do, and I'm playing as the Bachelor, so I'm metagaming. It's fine! You know what's not fine, though? I'm spooked, walking in the dark. Hunger. We'll take care of that when we get to Georgie's. Jeez, I'm shaking. Calm down. If we need more ammo, we'll cheat it in. If a stabby guy comes around the corner, we'll go into, like, God mode or something. Like, this is... We're playing this for the story. Okay, that's not a stabby guy over there, it's fine. Should we just teleport? Should we pop into a house and teleport over to Georgie's so I don't, like, shake and cry and, like, weep on my way over there? I don't even know that I'm going the right way. I got so turned around getting spooked that I don't know where I am now. I don't even see the arrow on the map. I have not gone off the map. There's no way. See, we should have passed the theater and I didn't see it. Alright, that's it. We're teleporting. Alt-tab. Okay. We have go... What's the location list? There we go, locations. COT George. Go COT George. We can remember that, can't we? Go COT George. Put us right in his house. This is nice. No, I don't have to be scared. Georgie, I have wonderful news. I found a body.
Who could have thought? That bloke is staring us in the face. That's how much he's the man's needs.
I did find the body snatchers. They were runaway butchers. Did you find the body? I found a body, dissected and disfigured. However, I find it hard to believe that it once belonged to your brother. I'll show you the building where I found it. I will send my people there at once. You have my gratitude. Do not bring the body directly to the crucible, and don't forget to quarantine your people before they return to their everyday duties. Nice, thank you. Do you want to talk about anything else? No, it's fine. Okay. Shall we teleport to Capella? We still have a few hours to go. Might as well get it done. The day's not over. So we need to go to COT Capella with a K. Go COT
Most
Capella
men
with a K.
die because they know not how to prevent dying.
Hello, we still have a few hours to finish up, so...
Do you know anything about the disease?
Would you like me to reveal the secret of a miraculous remedy for the sand plague? It's dangerous, mind you. Actually, if we start on this and don't finish because we run out of time... What happens? We failed the mission again, probably. Oh well, I'll just cry. Have you ever seen antique boxes with chalky or bluish powder inside? It is already fossilized in some way. Have you already heard of the powders dubbed schmouters sometimes? Go ahead and tell me about it. The powders are secret remedies that some people have been... I did this! I went through this whole dialogue with the first time we went through day 3. If you're okay with it, I'm just going to skip through this. They used to play Epidemic before the first outbreak. What a strange coincidence. The inventors of the game are now in the heavens. I'm listening. Children stole various drugs for their game. They chose the prettiest ones, of course. They crushed the pills in a mortar, mixed them and wrapped the mixtures in fresh leaves. Why did they choose Swevery? It has healing properties. Then they started using boxes. Where the powder's now all over the place. Some are stored in caches in the houses where the children used to play infirmary. What do you think? Some of them help. Some of them poison the body. Every single one of them is extremely detrimental to your health. Kids were recently reminded of one of the caches. They pried it open and now they cannot wait to test the acquired powders in the infected districts. Loafer is already testing. So we need to go to the silent house. So they have a whole cache. They've probably only taken a few, but they know the places, so they will continue getting more, and being poisoned again and again. It's a be cured or die situation. Well, let's help Loafer and find a use for the powders. Does she have anything else to say?
I feel a current in my veins.
Asking her about what her dad is up to and when he's unlocking the cemetery is not going to go over well. She probably doesn't know, and it's probably rude to ask anyway. Silent House. Do we have that in our list of locations? We have Sticky's house. Oh, that's interesting. We can go to the Power That Be's room. Okay, well, I guess we'll have to go there manually, which will be kind of spooky, but it's fine. Quest. Somewhere close to the silent house. Wait, is the silent house Ruben's place? Hang on. Let me see the walkthrough. I promise we'll be back to not walkthroughing and cheating in day 4. I'll give it a proper run through. But I want to get to day 4! We've been stuck on day 3 for so long now! Like, when I started this, I was so confused, so I restarted, and now that I've restarted, I'm so annoyed that we're still on day 3. So we need to head to the Tanner's district and find the closed yard near Sticky's house. Should we just teleport to Sticky's house? And then go to the yard? It seems like the best way. Considering our time constraint, which is like 4 hours. Probably less now. Also, I don't want to walk there because I'm spooked. I'm just gonna copy paste this. Oh, it's not working.
I used
What was
to
it?
go
Spy?
out all night.
Was that
Almost
it?
found some.
Okay, here's the door. Ah! This is probably fine. There's someone just standing there. They're not shambling, they're just standing. Is it because I teleported? Is this the closed yard? No, this is not the closed yard. Let's look at the map before I go wandering around everywhere. Oh, this is the closed yard! We went right to the right place. We're so smart. Loafer? Loafer! Ouch. Are you Loafer? Uh-huh. That's me. And how do you know me? Victoria told me about you. Capella knows I'm here? Ah. Look, could you tell her I didn't go anywhere and you just randomly bumped into me here? Or better still, not here, but over there by the river? Am I not supposed to— hang on. The questy thing says, don't tell Idler to get out of here. If you leave at... I will if you leave at once and give me the schmouder. I've been told that this is the place where, you know, sort of tongue comes out of the ground. A tongue made of dirty lumps. Like made of thick air. You're standing at the exact spot, sir. Just give me the box and I'll test this myself. Oh! Actually, you seem to be right. I do have a fever. Let me take the schmouder, will you? Cut it out. Good kids do not tell lies. Give me the thing, and I'm not supposed to say get out of here. This is both saying get out of here. This tells him to get out of here. This says run back to your crowd. The spoiler-free walkthrough needs to have a little bit more spoiler. I don't know what option to pick. But that says specifically get out of here, so maybe I'll go with this option. Run back to your crowd and tell them that I've banned the test since schmouders are deadly rather than curative. I'll testify that you stood your grounds to the very end. Alright, I suppose I'm in no position to argue. But you will confirm what really happened here, right? If anyone asks. Just give me the box already. Okay. Go, C-O-T, Capella with a K, 2 L's. You're right, that was terrible.
Father has been
But also great.
Strange.
I found the boy but got infected in the process. Did I not take the schmouder? Is it just in my inventory? I warned you, didn't I? Yeah, I should have listened to you. Okay, I think we failed that, and I'm upset because I think we have the schmouder in our inventory and I just didn't take it. Yeah, that's totally what happened. Alright. Oh no, it's so far back! I don't want to fail the mission. That was so dumb. I am so angry. I can't believe we have to do all this again. The gun's loaded. We're gonna go slowly up the stairs. None of this messing around, peering around corners and stuff. Apologies in advance. Reload. No loot. I also offer my apologies to you. Reload. No loot. No loot. Go. COT. George. Put the gun away! Put the gun away! Put the gun away! How's it going, buddy? Found the body snatchers. Dissected. Don't bring the body to the crucible. Go. COT. Capella with a K. 2 L's. Hello. Let's talk about schmouders. Tell me. Wait a minute. Speak. Why did they choose the herb? Where are the powders? What do you think? I have no doubts. Where exactly? Whole cache of powders. We'll drag Loafer out of this. Go! SPI 4KA. That wasn't it. Oh no, I did it wrong. Go!
There's a peculiar smell on the outside. What is
COT. SPI 4KA. Scene not found. How did I... Hang on. I can't scroll up.
always welcome?
Escape. Alt tab. SPI 4K. House, not COT. Duh. Go. House. Spy 4KA. Outside. Closed yard. We're gonna save before we talk to Loafer. Loafer, Victoria told me, give me the schmouder, give me the box, run back to your crowd, give me the box. Inventory, drug, schmouder. Our health is low, but we took the schmouder, so now we should know what it does. Go, COT, Capella. Okay.
It's hard for us to believe in things.
I found the boy.
outside of our skull.
Is everything alright with him? He's not sick, is he? He's not. He was very lucky. I'll find the caches as soon as possible and retrieve the poison. Thank you. You seem to be planning to test them out on yourself. Or am I mistaken? I already have. And apparently the one I got was efficient. Next time, you will not be so lucky. We'll see. Alright, did we do all our quests? It's a bitter errand to be the bearer of bad news, although this is about Simon. Or rather about Georgie's quest. Although the body has been discovered, it had been mutilated beyond all recognition. Georgie would be thankful for any news at all, however dire it may be, yet something does not feel right. And the schmouters are extremely detrimental to one's health, but they do eradicate the infection. Is this a mere coincidence, or did the children compound a cure? We will never find out. We're done! We can go to sleep. I'm not sleeping in Capella's bed. That's screwed up. She's just a kid. She needs to sleep more than I do. Hey jerkwad, where's your bed? Oh, this is a double bed! This is great! There's space for him to sleep and space for me to sleep. You don't mind if I stay the night, do you? My health is low, my hunger is... Oh, I don't want to... I didn't mean to pull my gun. I was trying to open my inventory and I pressed tab instead of I. Do we have food? We have nuts, that's better to be traded. We have lemons. We have loads of water. And we have drugs. Let's fix our hunger. Right. So what was it? Prop L. 6986. Hunger. I can't remember if 0 is good or bad. Probably 0, right? Great. We're not dead. Now we can go to sleep. Or do we want to go to the theater? Shall we go to the theater? How close are we to the theater? That's not bad. We can run there and not get stabbed, probably. Save. I'll come back for your bed. All we need to do is go this way. Yeah! Look at that. I have a sense of direction. I have a pitiful amount of health and I'm not getting stabbed. There's no stabbers out tonight. 100% stab free. Looting this trash can. I'm gonna have so much water. I'm gonna single-handedly restore the water supply in this game. Look at this. I'm well stocked. I already have 86 bottles. That are filled, by the way. I've been filling these every chance I get. I even try to fill them when I don't have a chance, because I have no empty bottles. Let's go in here. I have tried to watch your plays, like, every day now. And every time I come in here, there's no play. It is late now. There is...
A man would rather say evil of himself than say nothing.
There's 2 hours left in the day. There's nothing happening.
A wrong place invites a fatal turn of events.
Now is not a good time to talk, however important the matter. Just doing the rounds.
A man would...
I'll come by later. Is this your play? You're just standing on stage, looking into the distance? I'm disappointed. I'm disgusted. I want my money back. I didn't pay for tickets. You know what, dude? I'll just keep watching the plays on YouTube. I don't need you. You may be on the bounce list.
A man would rather say evil of himself.
But I don't need you. I hope Peter and Andre are okay. What does the list of the bound say anyway? They may hold the keys to victory in my hands. Yeah, well, I don't know what to do about him. Should we go back to Eva's? Oh, it's raining. Let me figure out how to teleport back to Eva and we'll sleep at her place tonight instead of the old Gimski's. She seems much more pleasant to hang out with. COT Eva. Okay, that's fine. I probably could have guessed that. Go COT Eva. Maybe she'll have something to say about the Stomatans too.
We sometimes differ more.
Nope, okay. I'm going up to my room, Eva. Have a good night. Also, I am poisoned. So if I don't make it through the night, I'm sorry for dying in your house. Aw, the bachelor sleeps with a book. Is my health going down the more that I sleep? I can't tell. No, it's not changing. That's fine. Should I take medicine before I sleep? Yeah, let's take our Meridor. I did take it, right? Or did I just drop it? Because it doesn't seem like the sleep that's supposed to have an... Yeah. I have a feeling all I did was drop it. My health isn't changing. What a waste. The day is over.
Your timely efforts allowed your supporters to remain unharmed. A new mime performance is being rehearsed at the theatre.
I totally dropped it instead of taking it. Well, I wasn't feeling well, and it was very difficult to get that medicine down. Shall we just prop our health back up? Oops. Do we have any letters? Oh, Oh, we got an evening letter from the powers that be on day 3. Insofar as the victory over the enemy is comparable to learning its nature, we see you as our champion as well as our scholar. We think it would be appropriate to inform you of the conditions of your victory. We hope you appreciate the fact that the disease is nothing more than an unfortunate coincidence. You should treat this as a basis for your research, for if the outbreak is entirely accidental, as the lack of any outside influence on the town suggests, then it should be comparatively easy to handle. Avoid multiplying casualties. Seek an answer in unorthodox methodologies. The cause of the outbreak is not of a fundamentally familiar nature, so you may need an adventure of sorts to remove it. Who is this from? Oh, from the powers that be, day 3. I read that at the top and immediately forgot because I was so caught up in the words. So we got a letter. Received letter from the powers that be. And now we're on day 4. We've made it to day 4, everyone! Alright, maybe I should reload my save from day 3 and do it a 3rd time. Just to make sure we get it all done right. I think I'd go crazy. I think I'd have to quit. How's our bounds list doing, by the way? Peter's still, like, up at the top for some reason. Nobody else is really highlighted in any special way. So, I guess he's still alright. Or maybe he's, like, doomed. And I fucked up. I keep cursing today, I'm sorry.
Have you heard?
All hope is
They have
gone.
started to distribute the experimental vaccine. There's too little of it, though.
I've set up a whole laboratory upstairs. I hope that's fine with you? I understand that it can be rather annoying. It's nothing. Nothing at all. In any case, I won't be staying here much longer. What is that supposed to mean? Do you know why our cathedral remains empty? No. Why? It isn't a cathedral, actually. It was supposed to become a cathedral, yet for some reason it didn't. Sometimes I feel sad for it. Sad? I could have been living next to a place where sacrament is performed daily. No! These options are terrible! No! Dunkovsky doesn't care about anyone's mental health. I could tell her, this is awkward, anyway, I have to go. Or, cheer up, will you? Stop being depressed. If nothing else works, try to get some sleep or get drunk. Great. Thanks, Stenkovsky. Listen, if you're out there and you're having a hard time, you're going through depression, you're just struggling in general maybe, even without the mental illness, you can really have a rough time. Just sleep it away. Get hammered. And just don't acknowledge that there's bad stuff happening, and don't be sad. Just stop being sad. You're making it so much harder on the rest of us when you're sad, so if you could just cut it out. Just drink until you're happy again, or at least until you can shut up about how sad you are, and just sleep. And, just stop it. Stop being sad. That's from a professional. Denkovsky is a doctor. That's professional advice. They don't tell you this in therapy. They don't tell you this, but it really is that easy. If you just cut it out, if you just stop being miserable, You'll feel so much better, and everyone around you will be so much happier. So just stop. Okay? Just stop it. Quit it. Stop being depressed. I'm gonna tell her to stop being depressed. She didn't like that.
It's so quiet around now.
I don't even remember what the rest of the conversation was about. I'm just gonna write down that Eva's depressed and I told her to stop being depressed so she's cured. You know, I just feel like she's giving up way too soon. You know, she could try yoga. Eva, did you hear that? You could try yoga. Have you tried yoga? Have you tried going for a light jog? You're not getting enough sun, Eva. It's all these curtains. Open the curtains, Eva.
Can you feel how rapid my heartbeat is?
I can feel how rapid your heartbeat is, but have you tried one of those lights that you put up in your room? The fake sunlight lamps? Have you tried one of those, Eva? I did mention to her that I set up a laboratory up here. I didn't notice that it was any different when I woke up than it was before. Should I mess with the microscope again? No. I really would like to scrutinize the schmouters under the microscope. Should we sleep more? It doesn't seem like there's anything going on. Oh, there's nothing going on because it's 4 in the morning. Let's sleep for 2 more hours. And we'll sleep in Eva's bed. If she wants to, like, come cuddle, maybe that'll make her feel better. Okay, it's 6 in the morning. Has anything changed, Eva? Did I get any mail?
Quiet around.
Do we... No. More sleep, then. 1 more hour? The morning of the 4th day has come. The powers that be are getting increasingly worried. It all ends in less than 9 days. If the powers that be are worried, they can come over here themselves. The Bachelor realizes the town is unprepared for an epidemic of this scale. Well, I realized that a long time ago, Denkovsky. You're way behind. These people are nuts.
Have you heard?
I keep forgetting that, like, I already double-checked that she has nothing to say. Do we have a letter? Oh, this is from Vlad! Oh, I was gonna sleep in his bed, but I teleported to Eva's instead. So this is a report on the sanitary precautions that he's taking. Dr. Denkovsky, as of today, we are ready to provide you with the premises where you will be able to establish a hospital, an isolation ward, and a morgue. Please see me at the lump to discuss further details. Vlad the Heavy. Okay. So, I figure we'll, just walk there? I already forgot where he told us to meet. He just wants us to go at the lump, right? To the lump? To his house? Yeah, let's go to the lump. I didn't write down that we got a letter from him. I should probably do that in a second. But trash cans! I'm so bad people keep throwing away bottles. I can't wait. I'm gonna be responsible for building a hospital, a morgue, a laboratory, everything. And a water reservoir. They're gonna be like, all our water's infected, and I'm just gonna go, no worries, and I'm gonna pour all of the water that I've collected in these bottles, I'm gonna pour all of it into a big bowl in the middle of town, and that's what everybody's gonna drink from. And then everyone can get infected at once and die. You know, we might have to rethink this. Maybe I'll just, like, pass bottles out to people normally without pouring it all into one communal, like, drinking pond. There's been a lot less stabby guys out lately. Have you guys noticed that? It's making me more confident, so I can't wait to see what new thing is gonna scare me today. Maybe the shamblers will move faster or something. Or the patrolmen will just decide they're sick of my crap and come after me all the time. They'll just be hostile 24/7. Oh, I got a new letter! I haven't even made it to Vlad's yet. I don't really want to read it while we're outside. Where's the lump from here? Where are we? Okay, yeah, I thought so. We need to go this way. I'm on my way, Vlad. I'm just sticking my head inside of every single trash can that I see. But everyone will be so appreciative when I have the most clean water in town and rehydrate everybody. Okay, I'm gonna read letters. We have a letter from Victor Kane. It's an invitation. I was informed that our major concern today is to prepare the town to defend itself in the face of the calamity that has befallen us. Although it is the Ogimsky family who are in charge of these issues, we would like to contribute as much as we can. Besides, something tells me that you are not going to be all that happy with the yieldings of Vlad's undertakings. Please find a moment to discuss a certain idea with me. Victor Kane. Alright, so we got a ladder. We got a letter from Vlad. We got a letter from Victor. Both of them want to talk about how to handle, presumably how to continue handling the epidemic. And both of their solutions are going to drive me up the wall. I can already tell. So 2 letters received. One from Big Vlad, and one from Victor Kane regarding how to handle the epidemic. Alright. We're gonna talk to Big Vlad first, since we're here. How's it going? You wanted to talk with me?
Swine. Beasts. I shouldn't have indulged their whims.
Greetings, Honorable Doctor. Our job is almost done. Are you satisfied? Well, I guess it depends on how well you've done it. We did well, though it was a challenging task. The so-called waste house has proved to be an ideal location, so we've cleared it up to refashion it into a morgue. As for the isolation ward, it will be founded at the Ravels. I think if this was Laura's idea to turn her home into an isolation ward, she might be biting off more than she can chew. She's not really prepared for that many people. There's a lot going on here already. Let's take some notes, because otherwise I'm going to forget something. We need to do this in bite-sized pieces. Sorry if it makes the conversation a little bit slow, but I don't want to get confused. So, have we been to the waste house before? I don't think we have, right? Or is that the place that we went and it was full of the dead already? Like it was that shelter that Laura was planning aside from her own home, where the executors were. Is that what I'm thinking of? Is that the waste house? Anyway, I'll write down. Talking to Big Vlad. The waste house is a morgue now. Isolation ward will be at the Raffles. So let's bring up the points that she wasn't prepared for this at all. That her house is a small shelter for like a few dozen people at the max. She's not really ready for it to be a full isolation ward. She agreed to undertake certain urgent steps. You know how fast the disease spreads better than anyone. Too many people are striving for a safe haven. Those are both important things to bring up. People are striving for a safe haven. So on the one hand, I can see even if it wasn't her own decision to like volunteer for this, I think Laura would absolutely jump at the opportunity to do something like this. She just seems like that kind of person. I think even Yulia brought it up. I think it was Yulia. It was either Yulia or Eva. Somebody brought up that Laura is, she likes helping people. Probably too much. She likes helping people to her own detriment. So maybe was it her own decision isn't the most important thing to ask, because even if it wasn't, she's gonna say yes. At the same time, I don't know that arguing about how an isolation ward is going to be used is going to be helpful either. It's a miracle that they're getting anything done at all, honestly. Okay, let's be silly about the isolation ward. An isolation ward is not a shelter. It's a sludge tank for the people hailing from extremely unsafe places, which under the circumstances basically means everyone who's been outdoors. No, I want to ask if it's her own decision. I don't want to argue. I want to know if this was Laura's decision or not. I care about her. We've managed to find an understanding. Every person has their own sore spot. When you make an effort to nudge that spot a bit, well, they immediately become compliant. So you had to bully her into this? Oh, I made him mad. Those scurvy words would cost the life to anyone but you, esteemed doctor. My people and even my family members went around the whole town, falling down from exhaustion. Some of them got sick and are now dying. I apologize for having lost my temper. We didn't have much of a choice, esteemed bachelor. If you find the results of our endeavors lackluster, then feel free to take our seat and aim for the better. I've no desire to listen to these reprimands instead of the well-deserved words of praise. I think I was going to end up on this train either way. Denkovsky didn't really have any, good responses, or rather, they were good responses, but they weren't what Vlad wants to hear, and currently... Really, guys? 1 second. I have closed the door and they are still... Their temper tantrum can reach the heavens, honestly. They are just so loud. Hopefully it's not too bad over the mic. I'll still try to find a better solution. Maybe I can soundproof the room a little bit. I don't know. I'll figure something out. But I don't think there's any amount of, there's anything I can say to Vlad that will make him happy at this point. He wants me to kick his butt, and I'm not gonna do it. Alright, so, let's talk about the hospital. So, I asked if there are any objections from the current inhabitants of the hospital to me. Of course not. We wouldn't be so harsh as to drive people out of their homes, even in case of an emergency. Don't worry, Doctor. There isn't a single soul living at that house. Okay, I'll go examine the place. Does he have anything else to say?
My, Isidora's death was so untimely.
Should we talk to Victor Kane first, or should we hit up Laura's place first? It seems like Laura's is going to be on the way to Victor Kane's. But also, if he has a solution to dealing with all of this, I kind of want to hear it before I start engaging with everyone, if that makes sense. If I talk to Victor Kane after I go to Laura's and he tells me, oh, go to Laura's again, I'm gonna be like... blah. And... yeah. Let's just talk to Victor first. I feel like we're gonna be on two distinct... Potentially one big quest line, but I feel like Victor and Olgimsky are gonna be kind of at odds here, and I want to see both sides before I start really sticking to one or the other quest chain. If that makes sense. Six water bottles filled. How many do I have now? Rations. I have 103 water bottles. I'm gonna make a swimming pool with this. Should we check out the cathedral since Eva was all, like, bummed about that? Maybe we'll talk to Victor and then check that out. Hello, Victor, you wanted to talk to me. How's it going, pal?
Who is it walking upstairs?
A new phenomenon. I can't say it fast. Phenomenon manifested itself today. It might be of interest to you, as it admittedly is to me. We have stumbled upon a mystery whose solution may have far-reaching consequences. This concerns the Skinner's district. Well, tell me about this solution. Indeed, you're reading my thoughts. I had said tell me this is of special interest to me because of the ongoing research for buildings that could serve as sanitary wards. And Victor said, indeed, you're reading my thoughts. The Skinners have died out. Supposedly, it has become entirely free of infection. The streets, the walls, the various objects, and even the corpses. Everything is clean. People can safely touch bodies that only recently were a very strong source of infection. How did he figure this out? Because we just discovered that this is, like... We just sorted this out yesterday. And not even, like, yesterday morning. Like, it was in the evening when I wrapped all this up, I think. So how do you know all this? The news was brought from looters who have been all over the districts grabbing abandoned property. I've already given the orders to deal with them, but only you can ascertain that the homes really are disease-free. And you're interested in these rumors because... If these rumors are true, we'll start making the abandoned homes ready for their new tenants. I can foresee us soon needing to find room for refugees from other infected districts. We'll give them provisional lodging at the vacant houses. I'm sure you understand that in order to make such a risky decision, I must be absolutely certain. Okay. Let's write down some of the information before we continue on. So, supposedly the Skinner's district is clean now. So this is according to the looters. And he wants to prepare abandoned homes for new tenants from other infected districts. Okay. So what can I do to help? Take a look around the Skinners. Check inside the houses. If they are truly clean, find something that could prove it. And of course, you may use any abandoned property as you see fit. Better you get in that than the looters. Better you get it than the looters. Okay. Sorry. Can't read. Alright, I was just writing requests. I forgot to write down the one from Big Vlad, so I was updating that as well. So I'll come back with a report. Do you have anything else you want to talk about?
Who is it walking upstairs?
It's still too early to give up, dude. I wonder if we could ask Georgie about the cathedral. That seems like the kind of thing that he might care about with all his talk about superstitions and fates and stuff like that. But let's just poke our heads in and see what's going on. Couldn't I go in here before on day 1? It's locked. Hey, Georgie. You in here, pal? Can I talk to you about the cathedral?
Most men only die because they know not how to prevent dying.
He doesn't want to talk to me. It's not a good sign. I'm just doing the rounds. Okay. Sorry, buddy. Just gonna head over to this trash can. Bottle? Oh, it's empty. Okay. Where are we going? Shall we go to Laura Raffles and then head to the Skinner's District? This is the Skinner's District. I need to remember that, otherwise I'm gonna get confused. So let's head up to Laura's house. I don't think we have any new letters. No. I think we're good. It is definitely the cathedral that's making that, like, moaning noise now. It's not the houses around here. I'm a bit worried because if the Skinners is clean, according to the looters, that probably means I'm gonna run into some stabby guys up there. And I don't really want to deal with them. Laura should be this way, right? Yeah, just up through here. We're gonna have to go around to the theater. And if we have time today after we get through day 4, which I don't know, sometimes it takes me a couple of streams to get through one day. Like day 3 took what, a stream and a half? But if we have time tonight, if I do finish up day 4, we'll watch the play on YouTube, since the theater and I don't seem to be operating on the same schedule. I thought it was just supposed to be that any time after 6 you could pop in there. but I don't remember where I heard that, and I don't care enough to look it up because I can just watch the theater plays on YouTube. Did we pass Laura's place? Where am I? No, we're not there yet. We need to turn left. Fill up my water bottles. Oh, an empty bottle is required. I don't have any empty bottles because I've been so good about filling them. Trash cans or Laura's? Trash cans. This was so unnecessary. They're both empty. Maybe if I ask nicely, Laura will, like, search her pockets and give me some garbage. This is it, right? I don't know why, but I was so terrified I was gonna go in here and there were gonna be a bunch of dead people on the floor. I just did not have much hope going in. What? How's it going? I'm so glad nothing bad happened to you yesterday. So... is it true that you're planning to host an isolation ward? Do you realize what all that entails? Are you really ready for that? I didn't have a choice. Okay. You tell me what's going on, and I'll deal with Big Vlad. I had to do it to protect the privacy of certain information, the good name of a certain person, and most likely the life of another one depend on it. Surely that's reason enough? Forgive me, it's uncomfortable for me to talk about. If we turn this place into an isolation ward, you and everybody else in here is gonna die. I'm gonna issue an order to relocate the ward to an abandoned house. Don't. It's me who wants the isolation ward to be here. You just said you didn't have a choice. People will remember this house and connect its good reputation to our family's name. Can you elaborate? It's tough, but if that's what has to be done, then it's fine. I'll make do. There won't be too many patients, even fewer of them strangers. But we're out of water. Oh my goodness, now's my time to shine! We need to arrange for it to be delivered. Vlad the Younger can help with that. He knows the local water supply chain like the back of his hand. I also know the local water supply chain like the back of my hand. Laura, you don't need to send me anywhere. You can have all 103 water bottles. I'll just happily collect some more. Let me write down some of this stuff, because we're getting off topic here. We're getting off the isolation word and onto a new quest. So we're talking to Laura Ravel. So, she said she didn't have a choice. It sounds an awful lot like she's being blackmailed into running this isolation ward. And that has something to do with protecting the identity or reputation of someone she cares about, possibly someone in her own family, since she brought up that she wants the house to be of strong reputation. What was it she said exactly? She wants to protect someone's privacy. And she wants people to remember the house and connect its good reputation to her family's name. Alright, so what we got out of this is that she's protecting someone's privacy and she wants her house and family name to be remembered with a good reputation. But also she's out of water. I can't believe I didn't write that down. Okay. Without water, you can't be running an isolation ward. Water is essential for maintaining the proper sanitary conditions. Also, you need things to drink. Well, it's not running anymore. I don't know why. The pipes are empty. They produced rusty, clotted liquid of reddish color for a while, but then it was gone too. Ew, I hope you didn't drink that. I wonder if that's the start of the molds that we've been seeing on things, or related to it. So, water isn't running anymore. I think she mentions little Vlad can sort this out, but I just want to confirm. Who can sort it out? Perhaps Vlad the Younger could be of help. He's been making himself busy with water pipes, wells, and the likes for years. I think it's personal. He treats water as if it was liquid gold, and procures it just as eagerly. Alright, I'll go visit Mr. Nestle. Let's write down that he's weird about water. Okay. And hear this. If the Ogimski couriers come knocking on your door, slam that door in their faces. There will be no isolation ward here as long as there is no water. That is an order. Alright. So we need to go to Little Vlad's. We also need to get to the Skinner's district. I'm thinking we go see Little Vlad first, because the water's super important.
Oh, it doesn't look well.
And chances are, you know, since we're dealing with the whole water supply, Little Vlad might have us running all over town. He might send us up to the Skinner's district when we talk to him. I have no idea. I think we can go this way. Speaking of water, I'm gonna get a drink. Yeah, we haven't seen any funny little masked people running around in a while now. I think the last time we saw one was when we were doing the train thing. Oh, I thought he wasn't in here for a second.
There's this thing that needs to be done.
A rough crowd demands rough measures. I sincerely hope you wouldn't get it into your head that I'm enjoying this. So, what's going on with the water? The town's water supply has been sabotaged and ruined. To be more precise, we've lost the purifying system on the water intake that supplies water from the Gorkon to people's homes. How did that happen? I don't think I quite understand. The local blockheads, egged on by some overly active taskmaster, destroyed the water supply to prevent infected water from getting into the town. Can you see it now? I'm telling you, the crowd is rough. Let's see if we can learn more about the infected water, because we keep hearing about the or maybe I'm just blending memories of watching past playthroughs and reading about this on Tumblr, but there's this red water going on. The fountains and things aren't working anymore. The water pumps aren't working anymore. How do we know that the infection is waterborne? Simple minds need no explanations. They need someone to cry wolf. And there you have it. Hysteria is the best justification for believing in any madness. Are there any places supplied with water at all? Water deliveries clearly need to be arranged, but since we need to set up a hospital and all those plague facilities, I'm afraid we can only carry so much water from the... Oh boy. Sugog Kadog Spring. Yes, that would be a bit better than trying purified water from Gorkon's tributaries. Can you tell me more about this spring? When Sugog Kadog was crushed, it flowed underground, but then returned to the surface. The locals maintained that it was angry with people, so it chose an evil place to do that. Popped out like a varicose vein in a place dramatically unfit for producing drinking water, by the cemetery, the rotten fields, and the Kato dead pile. Buddy, I have no idea what you're saying anymore. Let's take some notes. I'm already lost. Let's take it from the top. I'm gonna scroll up. Okay. So first we asked why there's no water in town. The town's water supply has been ruined. Specifically, the water purifying system that supplies the water from the Gorkon to people's homes. I don't know what the Gorkon is. Water supply sabotaged. Specifically the purifying system. Water purifying system sabotaged. That system supplies water from the Gorkon to people's homes. It's been a while since I felt the need to write a question down. And I need a new sheet of paper already. Should have a blank one in here somewhere. There we go. So, it was sabotaged by someone local, by some overly active taskmaster, to prevent infected water from getting into the town. Didn't, Aspity mention that the water was infected early on? Like, she might have mentioned it on day 1 or 2. So he believes hysteria is behind all this. That it's just people being crazy. He doesn't have any specific accusations. And what else did he say? This is where I started getting confused. He started throwing around on words I don't know. So we have the Tugog Kadog Spring. Now the only water source is the spring. Oh, I'm misspelling it terribly. Gog Kadog Spring. Sorry if I'm horribly mispronouncing this. And the water has to be carried. So we know the spring is by the cemetery. Rotten fields. And the Cato dead pile. And these are evil places, according to the locals. It chose an evil place to pop out. What about the wells situation in the town? Sadly, no wells. That's another local taboo that is most likely going to make your work harder. This is all quite unfortunate, wouldn't you agree? But well digging is forbidden around here. The consequences can be very harsh. So what's the thing in here? This is a secret, and I seem to be close to unraveling it. Okay, I'm gonna write down that wells are a taboo. Harsh consequences. What are you expecting to dig out of there? Oh, you'd definitely make fun of me if I told you, so don't even try to guess. I'm gonna try to guess. Is there gold or something in there? Of the liquid kind. Surely it's not oil. Earth's blood. You could put it that way. Like I said, do not guess, Doctor. This has nothing to do with our current problem. So is he digging this hole, or is he examining one that's already dug? But regardless, he's not telling me about it. Alright, let's get back to our current problem then. If I were you, I'd seize the cathedral and the theater as soon as possible. Those buildings have access to spring water. Although, with dangerous zealots popping up, the town's springs are to be feared for as well. Who knows what those idiots will think up next? Are you planning to find them, by the way? I think chasing outlaws is kind of Saburov's job. They're very likely to be hiding in the same dens as the runaway rebels, which does, by the way, give you food for thought. But never mind. In any case, it would make sense to speak with Aspity. It would be rather disappointing to die of thirst while everyone is busy dying of the sand plague. Alright. So... I'm writing down what has access to spring water. He said the cathedral and the theater. But there's also some kind of zealots about. So on top of looters, we have to watch out for zealots, or maybe the zealots and the looters are the same. And zealots likely in the same dens as the runaway rebels. Okay. Let's both do our best to make sure that nobody dies of thirst. I'll order to start arranging deliveries and post guards at the spring. It won't be enough for the whole town, but it's better than nothing. You should hurry up and seize the springs at the Stone Yard and Spinny-Yarn Square. That is, the cathedrals and the theater springs. Thanks again for your help, dude. So... should we examine the morgue on our way to Aspides? Whew. Excuse me, we might have to wrap this up soon. I'll probably go for another half hour. Maybe 20 minutes. Shall we hit the town theater first? And then angle our way towards the morgue and to Aspity. And maybe the Skinner's district. That's too much. Let's just go to the theater. We'll figure out where we want to go after we figure out what we have to do for Mark in Mortel, because chances are he's going to be like, oh, you want my water? You want my theater? Oh, I need you to talk to like 87 other people before you can have this. Or at least hear out my thoughts on philosophy and fate and superstition. It is a much more relaxed experience with cheats. I'm not worrying about breaking into houses or like I'm looting the trash cans for funsies because I'm a little scavenger. But like I'm not really. Open this door. This is the theater, right? What a jerkwad. Okay. I don't know how we're supposed to get into the cathedral and the town theater because they're both locked. So I guess we'll go to... What did we even need in the Skinner's districts? Does anybody remember? We just need proof for Victor Kane that the Skinner's district is disease-free. So let's wander in there blindly and hope for the best, and then make our way down to Aspides. Should we save, too? It's been a while since I've saved, hasn't it? So we need to go... it might be easier to hit Aspides first. Oh! I need to tell Vlad about the sabotage anyway, so let's go talk to him. Buddy, have you tried to shower lately? Because there's no water.
My, Isidora's death was so untimely.
My compliments, dear doctor.
That was a man named no one.
Can we phrase things a little bit better? Are you aware that the trouble your people went through proved to be absolutely in vain? How so? The residential property has no water access. You'll have to redirect your attention towards public buildings. That's what I wanted to talk to you about. There are several special buildings in the town. The town hall, the warehouses, the theater, the cathedral. But my people are confused. They aren't ready to shoulder this responsibility. What are they confused about? What are they afraid of? They are unsure as to whether these buildings will do. The sanitary conditions there are non-existent, and it's unclear how to prepare them. Doctor, they need your instructions. Just in case, I've ordered these places to be off-limits for the general public and sent inspectors in. But I suspect they'll be rather useless. Okay. He absolutely deserves to be yelled at. But he's not going to react nicely if I yell at him. It's better just to say, like, how can I do this? What do you want from me? I don't know why this is confusing to you, so please tell me what you need. Please do examine the cathedral and the theater. Issue the appropriate orders. Bring me the keys. Then I'll be ready to confirm your findings and begin working on those places. I tried to get in those places. I'll be back with the keys, but first let's take some stupid notes. Okay. So presumably all these special buildings have access to water. I'm just writing some more stuff down, sorry for the quiet. So we need to investigate these and return with the keys. Okay then, I'll come back with the keys later. Do you have anything else to tell me?
Why, my children, like this?
Are there any other public buildings apart from the cathedral and the theater that might suit our needs? Like the termitary? Or my factories? Like any other place. I'm not looking for specifics. Speak to my offspring. He knows these matters better than I do. I already did. Then there's nothing else I can do for you, I'm afraid. As usual. Okay. Moth. Oh, it's out of reach already. So, should we go to the town hall? Maybe we'll get the theater and the cathedral on the way back out. I want to see what's going on at the Skinner's district, and I want to go to Aspidy's house. And I want to see the morgue. I want to do all the things. There is so much to do. It's been quest after quest after quest after quest after quest. We're gonna walk this way. We're gonna see if we're at the Skinner's district, or closer to Aspidy's, or where we're at. See, there's already a bridge. I figured there would be a bridge here. Those are patrolmen, right? Okay. This place looks bad. Where are we? This place is not clean. What happened here? Can we get some ammo? We can get some food. I don't have a rifle. I should have asked Little Vlad about an updated map. Oh, don't bother me. I'll run you into a guard, don't test me. Okay, you're gonna like... Oh, there's a rat? I don't want to deal with that. Oh, there's lots of rats. Maybe let's go around. Or maybe they'll have information for me in here. This was part of the Skinner's district, wasn't it? How's it going, buddy?
Fortune appears so
Now is not a
blind
good
to
time
none
to
as
talk
to
over
those
important matter. Okay. You have anything that I can buy? Coffee. Swirine. That's something that Eva wanted. Maybe I'll get a couple of bottles. It's not like I'm hurting for money right now. Thanks. No rats? No rats. Alright. I feel like I really shouldn't wander in here just without any particular aim. Because it's not like... How do you prove that something isn't there? But I really just wanted to see for myself that it was actually clean, because I'm having a hard time believing that it would just, like... Everyone just died? Like... See, that doesn't look clean. Revolver ammo. That's only worth 1. Don't really want to trade that. Okay, it's fine. See, this looks way worse than it did before. Look at this like overlay. Look at this. Oh my goodness. I got your back, patrol. I don't know why I didn't shoot sooner. Okay. Please tell me you have some ammo on you. You don't. Okay. You're staying indoors, right, dude? You're not doing anything silly. I don't understand why you're so special in the Bounds menu, but apparently you are. How's it going?
Drink with me.
Okay. I think this was a waste of time and I should have saved before I did it. Because again, how do you prove something isn't there? And also, this place is still screwy. Like, this is definitely still infected. Oh, maybe I should talk to Alex? He lives up here. Please don't throw knives at me. I just want to... Okay. Why did I get a reputation hit? Isn't he a looter? He doesn't have a knife. Oh. Oops. Should I reload? Is it worth it? How bad of a hit did I take? That's the bounds menu. That's the bounds menu again. That's the bounds menu again. Hang on. I know there's a way to look at my stats. That's quest. That's something else. That's the map. That's the bounds menu. That's my fist. Yeah, we don't need to look at stats. Can you prove that this place is clean?
Barley the barber is the leader of the gang.
Crime is seriously getting out of hand! Where are all those scoundrels coming from? It's as if their numbers double every hour. Knives everywhere. It's time to put an end to them. We should catch Grief and have him executed. Make an example of him for challenging the new order. What did Grief do to upset you? His men are murdering civilians in the streets. All the crimes committed in the town right now are committed under his consent. Some under his direct orders. How can you be sure they're his men? Did he just repeat my question back to me? Is that a bug, or... is he mocking me? I asked him, are you sure they're his men at all? And he said, are you sure they're his men at all? What's your plan? A group of patrolmen attempted a raid this morning, but they failed to catch the thieves off guard. Grief's gang managed to fight them off. I can't gather a new party immediately. There's not even enough men to cordon off the infected districts and curb looting. So who's going to stop them? Any brave soul who manages to put a stop to their rampage will receive a sizable reward. I shall pay 30,000 for such a feat. If this keeps on, I'll start giving rewards for every dead criminal. At any cost, by whatever means this bloodbath needs to be stopped. Well, hopefully the patrols deal with them. I don't know that I want to go against Bad Grief. He hasn't caused me any grief, and I don't think those are his people. And I really think this isn't a great place. Oh wow, everything's boarded up. I hadn't noticed that before. I really don't think this is a great place for setting up any kind of... we shouldn't be sending refugees here. They'd be better off dying in their own homes. Even without the weird haze that's over everything that makes me think things are still really sick over there. We're just gonna pop into this house and pop back out. How are things with you?
I used to sing.
It's over, all hope is lost. Okay. Gosh, you people. But even without that weird haze that makes me think that things are still sick over there, I I don't think it's safe with all those looters. Oh, are we just gonna perpetually cloud at me? And like, it's right next to another infected district. I think there's a rat chasing me, but I'm too scared to turn around. I don't want to see it. Stop making noises at me, I hate it. Guard. 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 There is a rat chasing me. I can't hit it. My fists don't go that low. Let me in. There's gotta be a gap in the fence. It's not on this side! I'm being chased by a mouse through town. I really need to cheat in some more ammo. Or buy some. I have stuff I can trade for ammo. I've got the twirine, I've got the little razor claw thingies. Are we in? Alright. So terrible news about the water. You already know this though. Pit-a-pat, pit-a-pat. Can you hear the kids running around? Okay. Do you know who destroyed the water supply? I shouldn't have threatened her, but I don't think there's a better way to get to this conversation. Oh. So I had also mentioned that I'm not a man to be trifled with, but who destroyed the water supply? Oh, look at me, trembling with fear. Do you think, serpent tongue, that trifling with you is any fun? So the guy lost his temper. Big deal. It's not his fault. He's a simple worker. He was put up to this. By who? Well, a lady of some importance. I don't think it would be too wrong to assume that she's hiding her real face from the majority. It definitely wouldn't be too wrong to assume that the lily-white daughter of the executed Captain Ravel knows the answer. Are you trying to say it was Laura who inspired this? Go ahead and interrogate Laura the Angel. As for me, I'm done here. I'm hungry myself. It's a pity that I won't see you drive the poor, poor sufferer into a corner. Oh, how I hate this tender dove type. If only I could sink my teeth into her slender white neck. You've got some, like, you have something going on. That's not... Is this like an unrequited love thing? Because most of the time when you want to like... When you don't like someone, you just don't want to deal with them at all. You don't... Or if you do have the desire to hurt them, it's not sinking your teeth into a neck. That's... I don't know what's going on between these two, but I don't want to be a part of it. I really can't imagine Laura putting anyone up to sabotage anything. Yet, somehow she knew to find the house of the living in advance. Somehow, she stocked up water in advance. If only for a few people. Somehow, she avoided having an isolation ward in her very own house. So many coincidences, wouldn't you agree? But oh, how naive she looks, how tender the voice, how inviting the little vein on the neck. She avoided having an... Oh! Oh, wow. That's a conspiracy and a half, Aspity. Like... Okay. But Laura was trying to get prepared faster than everyone else, which is why I liked her. But now Aspity's twisted it so Laura was trying to get prepared faster than everybody else. And that's strange. Potentially bad. I'm trying to get a moth while I talk. Did I get it? I don't see a dead moth anywhere, but I also don't see one flying in the air anymore, so maybe I just evaporated it. Clapped my hands together so hard that it exploded into pieces like that poor bird that was hit by the baseball in that one game. Okay. So... it's sus that Laura was so prepared in advance. And it's sus that she's potentially finding a way to avoid hosting the isolation ward. Honestly, though, if she doesn't want to host the isolation ward, she shouldn't have to. She was blackmailed into doing something that she didn't want to do. I don't necessarily agree with putting the blame on her with just that. Clara the thief, on the other hand, turned out to be a saint. Huge loads of miracles she performed yesterday. A ton of people healed by her hands. Unbelievable, isn't it? See, I am willing to admit the virtues of blessed girls, as long as they prove their sainthood with deeds done. We'll talk about Clara later. Okay. Okay. Should we stop at the abandoned warehouse on our way to the theater and to Laura Ravel and to the cathedral? And do you have anything else to say?
He who distrusts himself is...
Okay. It's late, but I'm really caught up in this story now. Let's go for a little bit longer. I'm gonna feel so good when I stand up. I hadn't realized I've been sitting in this one position for so long, but like... I think my bones are solidifying into one mass. Where am I? We left Aspides. I thought... Oh, we're going the wrong direction! Oh dear! Should we just go through here? It's infected, but like, whatever. Let's not. Let's go this way. What if we go... here, and then we'll turn right. And then we'll turn... yes. And we'll turn here. We'll keep our eyes peeled for any gaps and fences. Excuse me. What are you doing out here? We'll slip through here. Right, we're still going in the right direction. Yeah. We'll slip through here. We'll head to where the factories are. Actually we'll head to the train tracks and then go to the factories via that way. That should be good. We won't go for too much longer, but I really do want to see what's behind all these locked doors. I thought this was fenced in. Oh no, this is also a way in. Yeah, let's go this way. We'll follow the path. Get more trash cans this way. Plus the clunky noise is kind of fun. Look at all these bins. 1 water bottle. 2 water bottles. No water bottles. Okay, that's fine. Is this the morgue here? How do I get in? Let me see the corpses on stream. Am I not supposed to go in? I mean, it would make sense. I'm not a corpse. I think we might have to replay day 4, because I've been wasting so much time just going in circles. Why is everything fenced in all the time? I want to no-clip through the fence. I want to, like, have a mod that lets me, like, as Denkovsky, scramble up fences and walls. Pathologic Spider-Man mod. When? Alright, let me see the bodies. Okay, this morgue blows. There's not even any exposed body parts in here. can't believe it. I'm gonna save. Why did it cry for me saving here? What happened? I'm so confused. What? Seriously, how have I forgotten the button for looking at my character stuff? Of all the buttons I could forget. There we go, P. My reputation looks fine. But why was the... You all heard the crying noise when I saved, right? I'm not crazy? I don't know what I did. I just poked my head in the morgue and poked my head out of the morgue. Well, let's go to the theater, I guess. Does the crying noise mean anything else other than, you know, I took a reputation hit? Is there something I'm missing? Because I thought that only played when I, like... Should we stop at Bad Griefs? We're right next to his place. But I thought that only played, when you do something bad, like kill someone who's apparently not actually a looter. Or like steal from people and get caught. I don't understand why it played right then for me just sticking my head in this morgue that's not yet a morgue. Hey Bad Grief, how's it going? Are you knifing people?
Yeah?
So Doc, do yesterday's stiffs visit you in your sleep? Oh, I guess I can't ask him about this stuff. Oh well, let's do business. This is way too expensive. Okay. I don't want to threaten him. I don't think that's necessary. I just won't do business with him right now. Where were we headed? Theater. I know how to get there. Should we talk to Ruben while we're here? I mean, we're right at his house. Maybe he'll have the vaccine. Ruben! How's the vaccine?
What's going on at the cemetery? Bit digging.
Every day brings me closer to the solution. I visited one of the warded off quarters. Did I? I'll just ask him if he has any new developments. I have modified my initial compounds. Regrettably, I have to keep working with the same microbial culture, and it's getting depleted. But my medicine is getting more potent all the same. It's a pity I cannot test it on someone. Observing its effects would have confirmed that I am moving in the right direction. Give me a sample, I'll test it. Okay. So, do I use it on myself? A blue vaccine. An enhanced variant.
It can be around.
Oh, he told me to shush. You'll have to read this silently. He didn't like me reading out loud. If you need more time to read, just go back a tick and pause it.
Master would have approved of my actions. Why?
I tested it. Or I dropped it. Well. Maybe I need to be sick first before I use it? Maybe I need to test it on someone? That didn't seem to accomplish anything.
It'll take them a long time to find me here.
I guess I'll tell them I visited one of the boarded off quarters. Did you find anything there apart from the marauders and looters? The worst of all criminals was nowhere to be seen. The killer has disappeared, vanished into thin air. So our hypothesis is supported. The killer is indeed a bacterium, isn't it? There is hope then. You were right. Indeed, the microbe cannot survive in a non-organic environment. The walls of infected buildings and sometimes the ground itself were covered in some peculiar organic matter and was dying off as fast as it was spreading. I'd be very interested to study this filth at a laboratory. Sadly, all we can study now are these half-dead scraps. I don't think what we can do that we can observe... I don't think... Sorry, I'm getting a bit tired. I don't think that what we can observe is reflective of how full-fledged bacterium will behave. The best we can do is guess. But there will be a day when we nail down the culprit and grip it with an iron fist. I hope it doesn't take long. Anything else?
What's going on at the cemetery? It did.
Okay. So apparently just by walking in the Skinner's district we did, or at least the Bachelor did, pick up some information that I may have missed. We talked to Aspity. I'm checking off our quests before we start wrapping up. Alright. Theater, Cathedral, Victor. Let's do it, guys. How late is it? Well, maybe just theater. It's almost 10:30. I'm enjoying playing Pathologic though. This is really fun. I just don't want to push this too much. Am I going the right way? I'm going further in. How am I so turned around? You what? We'll talk to Ruben again. Just click through it. And then we'll walk from there.
What?
Okay. From Ruben's, we need to go this way. Sorry, I saw the patrolman fighting those people and got like... Oh, that's not good. Oh, there's quite a few. The theater should be right ahead. Oh yeah, there's the fence. That's what I was looking for, but I guess I didn't process it. Oh, I was just talking about how we hadn't seen one of you in a little while. How's it going, pal? The theater is closed by supreme commands. The season's over. The troops disbanded. Follow the news on the poster columns. So, why is it closed? It doesn't meet the health regulations. Yesterday, some people tried to turn it into a conference chamber. Use it to invite elected representatives from the common people to cooperate on the plague issue. The people demanded that? And who denied them? Vlad Olgimsky, better known as Vlad the Voluminous. Olgimsky, I've actually come to relay his orders to you. From now on, all you theater folk are placed under my commands. You will do whatever I tell you to? I don't think that's quite what he said. Open up the building. I intend to make some changes inside. Unfortunately, our most esteemed and graceful Sir Stage Assistant has gone home with the keys. May it be known to you that he lives in the Chine district. As soon as it became known that a calamity is unfolding, a tragedian went there, but we haven't heard from him since. I'll find him. Somewhere in the ruin. That's intriguing. I want to keep playing. Do you have anything else to say before I go? No, you're done talking to me. I'm done talking to you too. Bye. You should be able to see the ruin in the sky somewhere, if I'm going the right way. Oh, it's past this building here. I think we'll go this way. And this way. Get this stuff. Oh. Are you up the stairs? I don't want to walk up there if you're not there. There's a lot of plague around here, buddy. Okay, I'm going up the stairs. I'm glad I went up the stairs. There's some chaos down there. I don't see a Oh! I see you now. Okay, I'm coming back down. Stay put, don't move. I'm glad you were down there. I was kind of worried I'd have to, like, talk somebody down from a ledge or something. I didn't really want to do that tonight. If I talk to him, am I gonna be safe? Like, is it... Or am I gonna, like, talk to him and then immediately turn around and be met with these, like, plague carriers? Hey buddy, how's it going? Bachelor Denkovsky! You will not find the person you're looking for behind this mask! I'm merely a humble comedian. Just like you! Actually, you're exactly who I'm looking for. Then please be so kind as to tell me what I can do for you. I've been told that Immortel gave you the keys to the theater. But he didn't order the theater closed! That came from above! They told us to keep people from gathering in one place by any means. Truth is, in times such as this, the theater is the one place where people flock in droves. Okay, can you please just give me the key? Could I perhaps beg a small favor of the omnipotent bachelor? Please help me out of this place. I've already heard the Shabnak whispering in my ear. Okay, follow me and stay in sight. Where am I taking you? Oh, buddy. You do run in a funny way. Can can we just go past the guards with this guy, or will that kill him? Okay. We're safe now. Feel free to spread the plague at your leisure. I wish to thank you. What are you offering? The keys that I gave you, most excellent bachelor, will become municipal property. They will be handed over to the person overseeing the hospital, or whatever facility you are going to turn our theater into. A mental ward, just as it used to be. A hospital, yes. You do have a sense of humor after all. Although the theater has always been a hospital in a way, we just used to mend souls rather than bodies there. I'm listening, so keep talking. The keys will be handed over to the overseers, and you'll be unable to visit the place at your own discretion. Somehow, I feel it's going to be off limits soon. So, are you offering me key copies? So the legends of your mind-boggling prescience were true indeed. We actors do not wish to deprive ourselves of your company. We need an audience to stage our performances for. We need a volunteer to tell them their fate. But I was actually planning to offer you this bottle as a sign of our goodwill. I do have the keys to those doors, so I'll visit your rehearsals. Can I talk to him anymore, or are we done? Okay. Maybe we should park it somewhere safe. Do we want to talk to Aspity and save there? Maybe we should save in front of Aspity. I don't really want to take any more notes. To be honest, I haven't written down anything the executor or the tragedian just said to me. I just got a letter to... Gosh darn it, game, I'm trying to wrap up. I'm trying not to be intrigues anymore. I can't play this all day. I want to go to bed sometime. I want to eat. I am so hungry. My hunger bar is way worse off than Denkovsky's right now, and I can't cheat mine up. I've tried. Alright, let's read our dumb little letter, and then... we'll talk to Aspity. The Olgimsky family continues... Oh, this is from Vlad the Younger. The Olgimsky family continues to spare no effort assisting with the epidemic situation. As you can probably remember, we've been put in charge of providing the equipment and medical supplies that can be of use under current circumstances. I have personally endeavored to requisition the latter, especially antibiotics and immunity boosters. Eva, Yulia, Laura, and Anna assisted me with acquiring remedies and sorting them into categories. If I'm not mistaken, you have already made these ladies' acquaintance. I've been told of your order to run medical supply tests. Slightly puzzled though I was, I still assigns the aforementioned ladies to find volunteer test subjects. Kindest regards, Vlad the Younger. Excuse me. It's time to quit. It has been very fun though, and I'm very reluctantly hitting this quit game button. I'm going to be thinking about this for a little while. Thank you for watching. I hope you had as much fun watching or listening to me ramble as I did playing the game tonight. Next stream will be Wednesday. I'm torn because I would like to stream more often because I'm having a lot of fun playing Pathologic. And I want to see where the story is going. But also, this really does... like, by the end of the stream, my voice and my brain are kind of, like, wiped, and I need, time between streams. Also, I'm still trying to get my Patreon up and running. I'm still trying to finish the fan game that I'm making. I'm still trying to get my art to a point where I can be satisfied posting it instead of just drawing and keeping it on. Oh, that's what I was going to do too. I did some art, I did some more Microsoft Paint art because I realized after the last Crystal Clear stream, I realized that I had not drawn the Pokemon that I was acquiring, as I, said I was going to, whereas I had in the last stream. Before that. So while I was in a couple of webinars, I drew our Porygon, I drew Gambling the Porygon, I drew Big Whoop the Whooper, and I drew Fluffy the Eevee in Microsoft Paint. But I'm tired now, and this was a Pathologic stream and not a Pokemon stream, so maybe I can show all that stuff off in the next Pokemon stream, which will be eventually. I'm pretty set on Pathologic now, especially with all the I don't know, they put a locked door in front of me, I have to see what's on the other side, so I'm looking forward to opening up the cathedral, I'm looking forward to poking my head in the theater, and I do want to interrogate Aspity the next time we play. I'm really looking forward to hearing what she has to say, where the blame goes. Because chances are I'm going to talk to her and she's going to go, oh no, I would never poison the water supply! And it's like, we're going to have to figure out who else could have sabotaged it from Laura's perspective. I think I got Laura and Aspity's names confused there, but you know what I mean, I'm sure. You just sat through what? How long has this gone on for? 2 hours? Where are we? You just sat through a 3.5 hour stream. So, you know as much as I do about all this now. But thank you for watching. Did I already say Wednesday? Next stream is on Wednesday. You could also follow my Tumblr if I decide to stream earlier than Wednesday at 7. You can find out there first. My Tumblr is the same as my YouTube. It's just Fishlord Behem. All one word. I'm tired. I'm gonna go. Have a good night, everyone.